Hi guys, I haven't made a video in a while, but I'm gonna do one and it's important to me. It's about Black Lives Matter. I know a lot of people are really sick of it. But if you really think about it, this is a blip in time. This has been going on for a really long time. We have to address things and it makes us uncomfortable. But we have to be uncomfortable for things to change. And why it's important to me. People are like, you're not black. Why is it important to you? Why do you care? How does it affect you? And my answer to that is I don't owe you any explanation. I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you an explanation as to why human rights is important to me. I don't need to. And I don't compare the shit that I've been through in my life with someone who's black. I will never. I can't. But what I can say is I've felt oppressed. I've been stereotyped. I have been ignored. I have been harassed so many times just because of my face. But imagine if that was just how life was all the time. Like when I'm finding a room in New York City. I say I request to see 10 rooms from 10 different people. Maybe 8 will reply back. I know that when they see a black picture asking for a room, they think twice. I know because the roommates have said it to me that they specifically asked me to come by, check out the room, because I'm a nice Asian girl. Little did they know how loud, messy, and crazy I am. And that's on them for being racist. People think racism, it's like you're racist and you're evil. And yes, it's evil. But they also don't understand that racism is also a spectrum. And no matter where you fall on the spectrum of racism, if you fall on it, you are racist. And you have to confront that. It's uncomfortable. You don't feel good, especially if you're white, and we want you to confront and admit you have white privilege. And where in your mind, it's never occurred to you that you had white privilege. It was just a way of life. People are like, they're equal. They have all the chances in the world. They have so many chances. They can do anything that they want. They choose not to do it because they live a certain way, because they want to be more violent. They're hypersexual. They choose to be ignorant. It's not that. And you have to get it through your head. And another thing why I am so outspoken about this whole matter, this whole thing. And I know I'm not very vocal on YouTube. I've actually gotten a TikTok following. I make videos every day raising awareness, calling out white people, black people, Asian people. I call people out. It makes me so uncomfortable, but I know I have to do it. But why this is actually really, really imperative right now is, and I hate to say it, in our lifetime, we will not see the eradication of racism that we'd like. We will not. But what we can do is plant a seed. I heard from someone that it takes, after you break up with someone, it takes 9 times the amount of time that you are with them to actually properly heal. And I know it's stupid, but that actually made my heart feel like, at least I can quantify it. At least I can put a number to this torture that I feel. Black people have been oppressed for hundreds of years. So if we don't start planting these seeds now, having these difficult conversations, confronting ourselves, and for me, it's the Asian community, confronting the anti-blackness in the community, because I'll never say, Asian people are so innocent. No, they're not. They're not. And we know it. We have to confront it, plant the seed, so that our kids can continue watering it, the plant, their kids can, And then one day it'll be better, but we have to start planting these seeds now. We have to start getting vocal. We have to start over educating ourselves. We have to radically educate ourselves. It's not a time to just accept. I think it's important for me as an Asian American to set an example that Asian Americans are not compliant with white supremacists. We're not, there's a history of that. And my friend actually was like, oh, but you're Asian. You're just like a white person. That's wrong. That's saying, oh, you're Asian. You're a good Asian. That's you. You're good Asian. Like, what do you mean that's so offensive to me in so many ways, because I'm accepted by white people, like I'm just as good as them. I don't need to be just as good as any white person. I need to be just as good for me, for what I want to be. I don't need to be what other people want me to be. And me speaking perfect English, being Western isn't me wanting to be white. This is how I grew up. This is what a Korean American looks like. And I don't speak for all Korean Americans, but this is what me, Sarah Jun, as a Korean American looks, sounds, and acts like. I'm a product of my childhood. I'm a product of my education, of the weird stuff that I've been through. I'm confronting myself, confronting all these things that I grew up with. My mom said something really important to me. My mom said, black people, because we used to have stores. We had stores and there was a lot of shoplifting. And she goes, black people, sometimes we'd get some bad ones and they'd steal. And if they got caught, maybe they'd like push my dad and run. And so they were wary about it. But it wasn't just black people. It was all sorts of people. They were just wary about a lot of people just stealing. But she said white people would come in and write a bounced check. Think about that. That's a lot more dangerous. Guising yourself as someone who is there to shop, talk up my parents, ask them, oh, where are you from? Like, ooh, act like that, and then, buy like $300 worth of things and just, act like a big spender. Write a bounce check and leave, you dumbass con artist. And that's why my parents, didn't trust anyone. It wasn't just black people, it was everyone. They were immigrants. They couldn't speak English that well. They didn't want to be abused. But I have been speaking to my parents about the anti-blackness in the community, and they've been extremely receptive about my views and understanding my views. And also I've been understanding to their views, because when my mom told me that story, and I had this weird thought that, people are like, black people are violent, black on black crime, all of that. But then I'm like, the biggest internal terrorists are white men with guns. How does that compare? And the environment needs to change. Police reform, defund the police. Break it down, redo it. It didn't work. It never worked. And if you thought it did, you're delusional. It didn't work. I'm here to have an open, honest conversation to better society, so that our kids, but when I'm dead, long and gone, one day there may be a generation where they don't have to think these thoughts. And that's my thesis. Thank you for watching.